not only is the fleet in, but one of them is actually using this terminal way back here. Fascinating. Okay, how'd you guys do? Business investments, blob creature, local power plant developed a novel technique for creating miniature black holes. Yeah, it's definitely a business opportunity right there. Contact with local merchants guild. Sold material on favorable terms. Detected an emergency broadcast. Claimed the crash cargo. Ambushed by pirates. Destroyed enemy starship. Melted and purified the cargo, created valuable alloys. Her worthless trinkets. Well, I don't know. They're worth whatever people are willing to pay for them. Large biomineral deposits. Smelling flower with an extraordinary sense. Spike in demand for cobalt. Solar power generation business. Rare metal content, 53%. Found an ambush before. Ambushed an ambush. They out-ambushed the ambush. Found a bunch of 16s. That's interesting. And you're back here. Okay. How about you? This was an exploration mission. Petals coated with flower. How with lethal venom petals. Giant and monsters, dinosaurs or something like that. 73 meters tall. Planet with incredibly dense fog and no ground. I wonder if that was a gaseous planet. Technically, I think they do have ground, but not. But it's just a solid surface. Anyway, novel crystal structures. Ooh, business opportunity. And claimed a bounty with the local authorities. That's a combat mission right there. Giant golden frictionless sphere. Interesting. Spent on a robot had crewed collecting valuable minerals. Did really well. Ooh. They seem to have stumbled on a giant geode. Depictions of animal life. Interesting. Filed filed probe data Universal Archive, and I have a rare. Oh, there's one guy that's still on a mission. Suppose I'll have to check back with them. Okay, so we have 71 new species of fauna. Mined some rock, got some enriched carbon out of it. 91% of expected maximum solar activity. Oh, this is one of those hypergraph planets. Ooh, primary life form. Share some DNA with the Gek. Interesting. I wonder if it is to Gek as, say, gorillas are to humans. And active containment device. This is no longer containing the thing it's containing. And another rare thingy. Okay, how much longer you guys got? "17 minutes. I guess if I hang 10 around here for a while, I'll be able to check back in with them once they've completed their mission. Doesn't look like anything's going wrong with them, though. Okay, this is a trade mission. So we have a profit of 145%, a profit of 199%, a profit of 141%. Secured discount on import tariffs. Preferential trade deal. Profit of 388%. I think that's higher than I've ever seen before. Congratulations. Okay. And another exploration mission. And this is a long one and difficult. Highly reflective birds. Scanned a planet, whatever. Really, really old physical recordings of 5,900 years old. Sounds like birds. Maybe it's an actual language, and no one knows it. Ooh, a musical instrument that uses the earth itself. Novel crystal structures. A hill bare of all flora except for one giant flower with a giant root network. Mined some minerals. Made the best out of a bad situation. Solar activity 89%. Got shot. Hey, hot ats. Defeated them. 66 new species. Apparent brain function within mineral structures. Ooh, a conscious planet. Classic Gaia stuff. Giant spiders at night. Viking burial chamber. Giant snails. Unusual plant. Hey, and whose sap burns away nanite infestations. Surveyed a star. Surveyed a planetary system. Performed a deep space scan. And you're back here. And I have a fresh, I have a rare item. I have a couple of them. I'd just like to get a look at what missions there are. Because I think all my combat ships are out. Yeah. But it's nothing but trade and exploration afterwards anyway. So here's what I'm gonna do. Trade ships. I'll send those out. Oh, that's a support platform. I think that's our first S-class support platform. Although, wait, did that happen like just now and I missed it or something earlier? Or let me see. Are there any trade ships where the trade is, oh wait, I'm ignoring my S-class trade ships. That's why I can't seem to find any. Actually, before I do any of this, I gotta refuel. I know I've got a pretty substantial amount right now, but fuel tends to run out real easily. So I want to preemptively make sure that I have enough. Okay, now I'm going to send out these expeditions. So we have trade. And let's see, 150 tons of fuel. Would a support ship, because this is kind of a short mission, I wonder if a support ship would help. Take this one. Well, it's certainly outclassed the mission, so There's some discrepancy in what I've seen. Still 150 tons, so sure. Suppose I could use the experience. No, for exploration. I need... Maybe I could send a combat ship on there. Because it's weak and... Yeah, junior class combat ship. Like, a real Bush League kind of combat ship. It's 250 tons of fuel, though. What is it with a support ship, like a balanced support ship? One that needs the experience. Well, I think they all do. How many exploration ships do I... Okay. So it's 250 tons. It's actually shorter with the support ship there. I didn't notice that before, but... Okay, I'll launch that expedition. This is an easy exploration mission. But I think there's like a support mission involved here. Another one of these missions is support, balanced. Sorry, balanced. What I'd like to do is use the ragtag bunch of misfits option, where I send in like one of everything. And I should still be able to do that. Let's see, 100 tons of fuel. What is it with a support ship? Presumably the one that's weak, one that's strong in combat. Still 100 tons. But I think it's a little too far outclassed. I might need that support ship later. So yeah, I'll just send these two exploration ships. And now for the balanced expedition. Well, looks like it's ragtag bunch of misfits time. We have combat, industrial, exploration, and trade. 550 tons. Although it's a long mission, but I wonder if support ship will cut down on that. $600 tons. Okay, no, forget it. Instead, what I ought to do is use one of these. And it cuts down, well, okay, it doesn't cut down on how long the expedition, how much fuel the expedition uses, but it does cut down how long it takes. Just hope it doesn't do them any harm. Alright, so I'm going to do a few chores with the stuff I got, see if I can offload it and such. And it's possible that by the time I'm finished, that one expedition, which I should be able to see from here, yeah, those guys should be finished. So I'll meet you when I'm finished and when they're when they're finished and I'm debriefing them. Until then, well, let's see how these guys did. Doesn't look like they got hurt. Attacked by Gek warship. Bunch of first spawn fanatics, apparently. But they took him out. Local weapons factory. They bought a large share of that business there. Collected a bounty. Found a large mineral deposit. Low-priced chromatic metal supplies. They invested in that. Took out Viking smugglers. Collected a bounty. Took out Korvax smugglers. Collected a bounty. Fought smugglers in the atmosphere of a planet. All hostiles taken out. Seized contraband. Forcibly removed pirates. Warp ambushed smuggler freighters in the middle of a transaction. They had a bomb detonated in the hold, but they would mitigate the effects. Came to the aid of local authorities. Freed a space station from a hostile blockade. Found a large pirate fleet blockading a station and engaged them. It was actually a holographic fleet. Interesting. Claimed a bounty. Actually, a lot of them. Took out a pirate fleet. Found a crashed ship. Huh. Or we just scanned the crew and then vanished. They found some salvage. Forward scouts ambushed by hostile vessels. Enemy starships lured back into the cannon range, and now they're back home. Well, that was a good first combat mission in, well, frankly, too long. Honestly, they've all been the same kind. In fact, they still are all the same kind. At least these days. So, looks like there's another combat patrol I can send these guys on. Let's see. We have an Alpha class ship to use, Beta class ship to use. Let's see if that's enough. It's not. That is, though. Let's see. I wonder if I can send a support ship. Maybe that one? I mean, yeah, it's kind of a lower class support. I don't know. I mean, it's not an easy mission not by a long shot. And that makes it 600 tons. And if I sent this support ship, that would still make it 600 tons. I'm going to outfit them with a fuel oxidizer, though. So they won't take quite so long. And I'm hoping that's enough. These aren't exactly a ragtag bunch of misfits, but they're enough of one. So now that I've sent everybody where they go, perhaps it's time to look for the next black hole. Okay, here we go. Yeah, this has me curious if I can really stretch out, because the range on this ship is somewhere north of 1600. I can only... here we go. Yeah, this is about just a little under 1500 away. So I'm gonna see. There's still that one mission. You know, killing 4 quads. I mean, yeah, I've killed 3 quads. But I still haven't taken out 4 of them, and also interested in a few. Well, let me see. We've seen level 9 missions. They're really level. What they really are, it seems, is lower level missions under harder circumstances, like an extreme sentinel planet, for example. Okay. There's the black hole. It's right out there. And we're right on top of the space station, too. Let me see what they've got. I'm hoping it's frigate modules. Or, sorry, freighter salvage modules. If they've got freighter salvage modules, I'll do it anyway. Let's see. Yeah, apparently not. There aren't even any, well, there's still one thing I ought to do while I'm on board, though. Let's see what I can sell. Plus, I have a multi-tool expansion slot that I gotta use. And exosuit expansion units, which means I gotta go back to, still not, gotta go back to Marxon and put it in there. They're paying for defense kits, though. That helps. So I suppose after all that's finished, I'm going to go back to... This is as good as a price I'm going to get for these. I'm going to go back to the anomaly and see what's available there. But until then, you know what we haven't done in a while? Scan for anomalies. I've been taking pot shots at asteroids, and over quite a bunch of time, I've gotten 7 of them. Now what is this? It's an emergency containment device. It doesn't tell me to do anything with it, though. I mean, if I shut it down, I don't know what it would release. So I'm a little bit reluctant to try anything with it. Okay. Let's try another one of these. Here we go. Really? The same thing? Well... I don't know, maybe, maybe if I move to a different system. Well, at any rate, I suppose I can try these detecting things somewhere else. Alright. Trying to think, but I think I'm short on tritium. I need to refuel my pulse drive. Yeah. While I'm thinking about it. I wonder if they... what they have now, because yeah, these change very frequently. It's lightning in a bottle stuff. Lubricant. Oh wait, no, I already did this mission. Otherwise, otherwise I'd be all for it, because lubricant is notoriously hard to make. You have to have like Fecium and what's the other thing? Oh yeah, gamma roots. But I figure also, as long as I'm here, I'll go on another one of those shopping sprees where I use salvage data at the construction research station. See, I've got so much of it that I'm running out of ideas for what to buy, actually. But right now I'm going to do the decorations, you know, just in case. But some of this stuff is for, like, it's like exclusively multiplayer. Like those communications things. I think one of them you can, like, put a nice message, like, as soon as somebody gets to a certain point in your base, you can put the message there. I haven't tried that out yet. I'm wondering if I should... See, the obvious thing to do would be to go back to... go back to my base in Marxon and refurbish it or do it up a little, but at the same time that would kind of take away from the historical significance of that base. I mean, that was my first proper base there. I don't want to add or take away from it. Especially since I've moved on from it, I suppose. Because now I guess I could consider the SS John Teeter my base. Is this updated at all? Still no. Okay, well... maybe I'll do one of these just for the sake of showing it. Unearth ancient bones. Now, we have seen ancient bones before. There are some planets that have them. Now, if the anomaly doesn't warp me somewhere, wherever it wants me to go, I've got a big catalog of planets that I could theoretically go to. So the minute and a half is the time it takes to leave the space anomaly. And it does look like I'm not sure whether I'm actually going somewhere or whether I'm going to the same system as my freighter is in. Having it there is like a surefire way to pick up where I left off as far as my trip to the core is concerned. Now, if I had to guess, based on the last mission, that I am once again going to a planet with aggressive sentinels and extreme weather. It's like a double extreme planet. But yeah, it's a challenging mission. So they said. Although, the first one of those with the pirates, that wasn't exactly challenging per se, even though it was advertised that way. Okay, let's see, where do they want me to... A bone-rich planet. Alright. What kind of planet is it then? Well, this is fascinating. There are no aggressive sentinels. In fact, there aren't any sentinels at all. It's a high-temperature planet, so it might be extreme? But, come to think of it... This place. Particularly this planet. It's an aggressive sentinel planet. So when I get but it has shown up in my catalog, so when I get the chance I ought to name it something. Presumably after somebody legitimately nasty. I've done that for extreme sentinel planets in the past. After all, I'd name it after aggressive sentinels are going to shoot you down for no reason. Now, who else would take me down for no reason? That's really the logic behind it. Or at least no visible reason anyway. I'm sure they've got their own. Wrong-headed as they are. Okay, so all I really have to do is find ancient bones. 12 of them. This is weird. It's like the nearest natural burial site, objectively, is here. Actually, no, it's 293 meters away, and yet, you know what I'm tempted to do? The problem is, it means that I'm going to have to bring my freighter here, and I don't want to do that because I want to be sure that I'll come back here. Or, sorry, I mean pick up where I left off as far as my progress towards the core is concerned. Wait a minute. Oh, phew, okay. For a second there, I thought that 2-star thing was actually a gravitino ball, which would imply that this is an aggressive sentinel planet. But nope. Okay, here we go. I could, of course, sing a song about dry bones, but that would be too on the nose, wouldn't it? Wait a minute. Some of these life forms are legitimately weird, don't you think? So the next one of these is some 200 and odd. This is so much easier than the, Then again, what made that one mission with taking out the hostile plants as hard as it was it was really the it was the storms and the aggressive sentinels. Without those, it would have been really easy. Oh, and the terrain. Don't think I didn't forget. Don't think I forgot that. This is salt. I might just dig up. I don't know. I don't seem to need salt. Okay, here we go. If I had to guess, I'd say that it tags. What the scanner does is it tags the first natural burial site or thing I gotta locate in general, and then it will. Do I know this thing? No. And then it'll go on to the next one after that, like immediately after tagging that site. Well, in this case, it's a natural burial site. So, I'll just take a nice detour and yank these. It's good to have these for the sake of having them anyway. Did it just untag my natural burial site? Oh no, there it is. I was wondering what I'm going to call this planet. It's not a particularly extreme planet. Maybe I'll call it, or at least name it after. I think I already did jalapenos, habaneros. I don't think I've named a planet after ghost peppers, though. This next one's kind of a long way away. I wonder if I can... Wait, no, this wouldn't be under the summoning venue, would it? I need uranium and tritium and my ship is out of range. Never mind. I've seen somebody do this before. But the more I can explore this place, the more stuff I can run into by quote-unquote accident. Actually, no, it would be by accident. For example, those things up ahead. Wait a second. Yeah, these things, might as well scan while I'm here. I wasn't doing this just for the sake of doing this. Taking a plant and doing my due diligence with it. Because unless something's available for like hundreds of millions, I really don't have much of an interest in units. Ah, or this. While I'm here, I might as well pick up some solanium. Or, yeah, that's how it's pronounced, solanium. I always need these things. Although, let me think, is that fungus stuff that, or, no, not the fungus stuff. It's gamma weed. That's what I'd really like to run into, because that thing I gotta build with it. I don't remember what the thing is exactly, but Yo yo. But it takes gamma weed, and it's necessary to build one of the high-end components. I just wish I could remember which one. Better refuel. Not refuel, but refill this. Did that tag just go poof and disappear? Yeah, not cool. The nearest natural burial site is nice and close now. And when I eventually get to the end of this mission, I can just bring my ship here. Ooh, interesting. Multiple eye sockets. More than normal eye sockets. I wonder if that thing is actually trying to see in higher dimensions. So I guess the real challenge of this mission is to... yeah. It's because of how far you have to go. It's altogether too easy to... well, rather it's altogether too natural to send like a set of expedition teams, and each one of them has like a different region. Where'd that come from? It's storm crystal. It came out of nowhere. You only find them on extreme planets during storms. Firing at this rock outcropping that I mistook for dihydrogen. What can I say? I need that stuff as well as tritium, you know. Where's the other one of these? Oh, it's over here. It's like right there. Suppose next time I do something like this, I'm definitely building a temporary summoning station. Assuming, of course, that I have a presence of mind to do so. And I'll bring the old nomad along. Though, with the nomad, well, you can't exactly use F and scan there, but theoretically you might not have to. Ooh. Thank goodness I'm able to stick the landing now. Yeah, there's aliens and they're right there. It looks like a manufacturing plant. Okay, so I am like 3/4 of the way through. Wait, what's this here? I could always use more of these. Oh, there we go. Ooh, and this... Yeah, this will probably be the last time I have to go anywhere, because there's like... four... I can get at them. Done. Wait, so now I gotta find some guy that Polo was looking for. Oh dear, hang on a minute. 22 minutes and 9 seconds. Well, as I said before, I can just plunk my ship right down here. I would spend 22 minutes. Even using a vehicle, it would take kind of a long time. So if I were Polo's contact, where would I hide? Here, apparently. Guy's just randomly hanging out in the middle of nowhere. Where's this ship? Oh, never mind. I was trying to... Here we go. Viking grunts a hello. They neither question who sent me nor offer an explanation for why they are out here alone. I was curious, you know. They do, however, seem to understand the nature of what I've brought them. I will show them the samples of intriguing bone fragments. Here you go. Ensign Dukarifi quietly runs a device across several of the samples, handling the remains with a profound respect. They return the bones and transmit the scan data directly into my suit, ready to deliver to the Nexus. Mission accomplished. Let me just get my... I had no idea I could terraform from that far away. So let me just recharge my mining beam. Here. Just straight up not gonna find my... Oh, yeah. Of course, the ship is like right behind me. There's some buried technology I'd like to get my hands on first, though. Right there. And now, it's back to the anomaly. Okay, that went well. Complete. And I've got 15 wiring looms. I know how hard those are to get a hold of. At least, how hard they are to get a hold of at a good price. So now that I've done a mission here, it took me to another system. I'm gonna go back aboard the John Teeter. Should still have all those bones, right? Yeah, there they all are. I'm gonna want to offload them and install a little something that I've been itching to get my hands on. I mean, yeah, I did another freighter salvage thing off screen. So, I'll just, I've mentioned it before. But doing those doing those derelict freighter missions helps not just with freighter salvage modules, but with improvements to my ships. It's literally the only way I can get upgrades, to installable upgrades, I mean. Okay. So I was trying to get a teleport chamber. Yep, at last. I can finally teleport to and from my ship. Now where am I going to put this thing? Let's see. Well, that corridor is exclusively for storage. This other one is just a fleet command. It should be around here somewhere. Perhaps. Well, this is a planetary probe room. So I guess what I ought to do, maybe I'll put the thing behind here. But I need to make some supplies first. Antimatter, for instance. And what about amino chambers? Well, how many of those do I need exactly? I'm going to build a teleport chamber. I need one of them. Okay. That's good. So I'll put in a... It's been a while since I've built one of these, hasn't it? Metal plate. Such a simple thing to build. And here we go. And now... the teleport chamber. I'm going to put it right back here, right behind the planetary probe room. It seems like a nice place for it, doesn't it? And it's right across from the storage corridor. Well, actually, no, it's not across from the storage corridor. It's like catty corner to it. Whatever. So what I'm going to do after this is I'm going to see if I can offload these ancient bone fragments and such. Then I'll save, and then I'll I'll take my ship through the black hole. I know it sounds a bit off for me to do that without having really done anything with this system, but I sort of did, didn't I? An anomaly mission. I tried. Alright. Don't have any use for that. I would if I had some grenade launchers on me. Hypnotic Eye. Gek Relic, intriguing bone fragments. There's all these different kinds of bone fragments. And yet, peculiar bone fragments. Peculiar skeleton fragments. Yeah, I'll refine that one into... Okay, and what about the rest of it? Doesn't look like it can really sell anything else. Except this. Okay, done. So it's through the black hole, and then I'll bring my freighter in and save off there. Or, actually no. It'd be better to board the station and save off there. Yes, wait. Alright, here we go. Also, if I run into an asteroid field at the other end of this black hole, I'm certainly gonna take some pot shots. I need the tritium. There we go. Yeah, right by the space station, too. Okay. So I'll save off here, and then later I'm going to, well, I'm going to see if there's that mission there to kill 4 quads. Either way, I'm doing another mission on the anomaly, but still,